So, you've started writing online and it doesn't take long before the question shows up, does it? How do I grow my audience? Where are all my readers? You've got 7. This guy over here, writing about exactly the same hobby as you, he's got 100. And then you look over there and some other bloke's got 100,000. What's going on? What are they doing that you're not? If you've ever sat there running those comparisons in your head, you're exactly who this video today is for. Here's the thing about that frustration. It doesn't just sit quietly in the background. Left unchecked, it's the kind of thing that talks you out of writing your next issue at all. You start wondering, what's the point if the numbers aren't moving the way you think they should be? And that's the real cost of it. Not the number itself, but what chasing the stats does to you. If we've not met, hi, I'm Mark and I'm the author behind We're Writing on the Internet, a newsletter for people who want to write about their hobbies and interests. And I'll tell you something a bit odd about my own subscriber count. Unlike with some of the other newsletters I write, for this one, the subscriber count's actually a bit low, but it gets read by thousands of people a month. And a good chunk of the people that do subscribe, they've been with me since issue 1, right back in February 24. So I've had a fair bit of time to think about what actually grows a newsletter and what just looks like it does. You might be thinking, well, I'm already trying. I'm posting, I'm hoping people will find me. But hoping isn't a strategy. And most of the advice out there boils down to shouting louder in the same place you're already shouting. That's not the bit that was ever going to move the needle, was it? So let's talk about it properly. After looking at why some numbers just don't seem to move, I realized a lot of writers are looking at the wrong approach. Specifically, there are 3 paths people take, and only one of them is actually worth your time. The first option is on-platform tools. For example, if you're on Substack, this is your notes, recommendations, your chat feature. Sounds sensible on paper, doesn't it? Using the tools that are built right into the platform. In my experience, it's never worked, not once. I know that sounds cynical, but in a minute, you'll see why that's actually good news for you. Now, I'm not saying it never works for anyone. It obviously does, but I wouldn't pin your hopes on it. The second way is your own website. Now, this one can work, but there's a bit of a catch. It needs traffic to already be arriving somewhere so you can funnel it towards your newsletter. And if you're a new writer, that traffic probably doesn't exist yet. So it's a bit of a chicken and egg situation, that one. The third way is being present where your audience already is. Reddit, Quora, Pinterest, the forums and social media groups your hobby already lives in. And this is the one that's actually working for me right now. Not by dropping links everywhere and risk getting a ban, but by turning up, being genuinely useful and letting people notice that for themselves. In just a moment, I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like in practice, the results you can actually get. But there's something else worth saying here first. You might be sitting there thinking, well, at least I can rely on my friends and family to help get me going. And that's a bigger trap than it sounds. I've actually made a whole video on why they aren't your biggest fans. And if you've ever felt a bit deflated that the people closest to you haven't been the ones cheering the loudest, that video goes into exactly why in a bit more detail. So here's the one thing to take away from all of this. Stop chasing on-platform tools that don't deliver and stop waiting on a website that needs traffic you probably don't have yet. Go and be useful somewhere your people already are. That's it. That's the whole strategy. And here's why it's worth doing, even though it's slower than the version you see in your head. An audience you grow that way sticks. It's not built on a trick that stops working the moment you stop doing it. It's built on people who found you because you were actually helpful, interested in their special thing, talking their language. And that's the kind of audience that stays with you for years, not just weeks. My small subscriber base for the Writing on the Internet newsletter, they are my core writing crew who need the message in their inbox every week. that wider reader base of thousands? I appreciate every single one of them, and they'll take the next step when they're ready. So, to bring it back to where we started, 3 ways to grow an audience. On-platform tools? Rarely worth it. Your own website needs traffic you probably don't have just yet. And showing up where your people already are, genuinely, helpfully, that's the one that works. If comparing yourself to writers with bigger numbers is the thing that's actually holding you back, download the free New Writer Bundle. I've left a link down in the description below. It won't get you 100,000 readers overnight, but it will get you writing your next issue with prompts, frameworks, and a full workflow, instead of just sitting there frozen by somebody else's numbers. And if you've ever felt a bit stung that your own friends and family weren't your biggest cheerleaders, this video is the next place to go. Thanks for watching, and as always, the very best of luck with your writing. Cheers.